Ian, go ahead and get started when you're ready.
Okay, so here we have The Mysterious Case of David by Megan, Claire, Jordan, Sarah, Wendy, Ian, Alexa, Bailyn, Eileen, and Shadi.
My name is Megan, and I will start our presentation about David. He is a 47-year-old man who came to us after an outing with his family. Symptoms that he was showing were diarrhea and an upset stomach, with no fever or vomiting. Observations were that he was dehydrated. We think that he could have some form of food poisoning, infection, disease, or the flu. Our plan is that we would like to run a fecal test, saliva swab, and CBC on David, which CBC is complete blood count, measuring the amount of red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, and iron in the blood, and can detect inflammation, infection, and bleeding in it. Claire?
I'm Claire, and some possible diagnoses that we found for David was that he had an infection. He had an upset stomach, diarrhea, and was mildly dehydrated. But since he wasn't vomiting and didn't have a fever, he couldn't have had the flu. Disease is a wide variety of things, so it would be hard to say if he had some kind of disease. And it's the same with food poisoning. It would be hard to tell what he got sick from. Next slide.
All right, my name is Sarah, and I'm going to detail what happened to David the next day, on Tuesday. So David is beginning to feel better. He hasn't had any diarrhea for a while and still has yet to experience a fever. The CBC suggests that he has mild dehydration and bacterial infection. The fecal PCR tested positive for salmonella, which a PCR is a polymerase chain reaction, which that's used to amplify DNA samples for people to study and see what's going on. David's children are also experiencing symptoms, and one was hospitalized because of it. So we think that he has food poisoning due to the salmonella infection. The salmonella culture tests aren't back yet because it takes a while and it should be there tomorrow. This changes the treatment plan because we now have evidence of what the problem is, salmonella. So we should give corresponding antibiotics for the patient's hydration. Next slide.
Hello, my name is Alexa. It is Wednesday. It is David's case. He is a 47-year-old man, and he is feeling better since Monday. He has been here for 3 days so far, and the fecal culture results are negative, as you see. And David's disease is resolving, and the plan is to send him home as soon as possible.
Some possibilities of preventing salmonella is that we shouldn't keep food near animals and reptiles, and about 9 out of the 10 turtles have the salmonella, so we shouldn't keep food near them. Then we don't have a contest that breeds infections, and if we think something is contaminated, we shouldn't eat it, and then we should also keep things clean and check foods up to code. Next.
Hi, my name is Belen Regalado, and I'm going to be going over Thursday, which is the last day that we have David here with us. He came to us presenting symptoms of diarrhea and no fever nor vomiting, as well as an upset stomach. Therefore, we put him on antibiotics after receiving information that he had salmonella. And so he came back to us Thursday after we sent him home on Wednesday, once again with diarrhea. We didn't have any specific observations that pointed us in any other direction than the direction we had gone. Therefore, we believe that David potentially reinfected himself by eating the contaminated butter that he had gotten from his outing with his family at the fair. This caused his original symptoms to return, And so as a result, we advised him to throw away the butter, and we ran once again a fecal culture and a CBC to make sure that everything was going the right way.
Hi, my name is Eileen. The main reason why David got sick was from the butter eating contest, but the cow started to shed in the beginning of the fair. These are some symptoms of salmonella. Next slide.
Hello, my name is Shati. This is a wrap up of our patient David. David was presented with diarrhea but no fever or vomiting. After running tests, David had salmonella. We treated him with antibiotics and let him get better on his own. He was infected by the butter eating contest. He reinfected himself when he ate the butter he brought from home from the fair. We hope better recovers from his reinfection the following week. And thank you guys for listening and have a good day.
That was awesome.